Hi, you're watching Me and My Golf. We are coaches Piers and Andy, and it's time for My Swing Analysis. Andy, who are we analysing today?
Today we're analysing one of our loyal followers, Shamin Aizat, and we're going to help him fix his over the top. Let's take charge of your game.
So if you want a chance to have a swing analysis from myself and Andy, all you need to do is post a comment down below with the reason why you need that swing analysis. Right, okay, Andy, we've got an interesting case here because we've got Shamin Aizat, and Shamin would like to be more consistent. He's hitting golf ball left and right, and that, when you're doing that as a golfer, that is not a good place to be at. So first thing I'm going to do is just quickly look at the front on view and look at the grip. That's the first thing I want to look at. We would call that potentially a strong grip where both hands are a little bit too much round to the right, but golf swing from the front view looks pretty tidy, doesn't it?
Very good.
It's very good. So then the other thing we need to observe though in the down the line view is his posture, very much on the toes. So when we see this, we want to see how this can affect his golf swing, because as he goes to the top of his backswing, we can see it's quite a nice move. Club face is in that strong sort of DJ position, but we can see that he is definitely on his toes at the top of the backswing. And then from there, we see the golf club comes down very steep on the way down. So he's very much on his toes again. And then from there, he is reacting quite well when he gets down to the golf ball. So he's kind of over the top, but then correcting it as he gets down. So he's obviously an educated golfer, but when his game is off, he's going to be inconsistent. So I think what we're going to do is, as we do a lot on the My Swing Analysis, is actually take you through it exactly as we would do if you were sort of standing here right now. So Andy, just go through the posture again and just actually show the people why this can be a problem.
When it comes to posture, Piers, a lot of people actually neglect it, but it's so vital if you get yourself in a good position, especially from a weight distribution on the feet.
Yes.
It has a massive impact of what this club is doing. So we'll look at Shaman's posture and we'll sort of compare it to where we want to see it. Now Shaman's maybe a little far away from the golf ball. He looks very much forward on the toes. Now from here, it's going to promote everything moving forward unless you do something drastic and move yourself back. The problem is if you move back, good chance you could miss the golf ball. So he doesn't want to do that. So he's got to keep himself on the toes because that's going to enable him to actually get back to the ball. But what we see is obviously this steep angle of attack and over the top move. He does recover it well, but he swings a little to the left, which is really where the inconsistency is coming from. So if we can get him a little closer to the golf ball, possibly standing a little taller, but really feeling if the weight is right through the middle of the feet. So we don't want it necessarily on the balls of the feet, right through these three stripes here, through the arches of the feet, and that's going to enable him to stay more grounded, use the ground better, and enable the club to swing round a little more shallower on the way down.
And that's the reality of what we're after, but actually feeling as though you're a little bit in the heels is not a bad thing as well when you're setting up to the golf ball.
Yeah, he might feel he's back here,
yes,
but in reality we want him middle. So, a good drill for him could be just going toes, heels, and then literally going halfway, finding that middle ground, because that's the key. If you can get that middle ground, it's so much easier.
Okay, so the thing is, obviously we could look at the grip and how this could affect things, but I think what we need to do is we need to go through the change in the transition, so the shallower downswing, and then see what would happen from there with Shaman. So you've got a drill, you team the golf ball a little higher. Yeah,
and I think with Shaman, I think we can make it very, very simple. Look,
absolutely.
We can really try and be technical with it, but I don't really think we need to be. So yes, posture is one thing, but we can see he's steep and swinging slightly left.
Yes.
We just want to give him the feeling of actually shallowing the club and swinging more right, and that's what we're going to do by raising the tee and hitting some shots.
And would you agree though as well with this, Andy? This is only really because the club face is in a slightly strong position. If the face was in an open position, we wouldn't be just changing the plane, would we?
No way.
Change the face as well. So make sure that if your club face is open, that you don't just go with it along this way.
Okay, so all we're going to get him to feel now is swinging back to the top of the golf swing, feeling now balanced on the feet, but now we're going to feel the club sort of dropping behind, shallowing out, and then swinging out to the right. This is going to be the biggest difference. Now we don't necessarily want him here, it's the feeling to actually neutralise him out. And if he feels that he's sort of swinging the club from much more behind him here and out to the right, chances are he's going to go from here to somewhere in the middle, which will, again, that's what we're looking to improve his consistency.
Again, feeling under actually puts him on a plane, which is better for him. Okay, so hitting shots doing this, obviously.
Yep, I'm going to exaggerate this again, just looking to nip the golf ball off the tee. If you're a little too steep, you might sort of, snap straight down on the tee, but I'm really going to feel that I can shallow it out and swing to the right on this one, Piers.
Very nice.
Again, nipped it off. Expect a little draw from me there because I'm getting the club working out to the right. You can even see the tee still in the ground there as well.
And that's exactly what we want to see when you're doing this drill, making sure that you are collecting the golf ball off the tee. You're not swinging down steep and driving it into the ground. And I think what we would look at from here, Andy, is that if he was doing this movement and getting it better and hitting some good shots off that high tee, if he's starting to hook the golf ball, then we may look at changing the grip, but you may not need to change it.
Definitely. I think what you'll find with this is that once you start doing this and getting it right, you'll start hitting it left, which sounds strange. So everything will start going left. Now that's a good thing because we know where it's going instead of hitting it right and left. And as you said, Pierce, once you know that it's going a little more left, you can maybe neutralise the grip out and start to gain that consistency and bring it straighter to the target.
Okay, shall we see hit another one?
I'm going to go with another one here. So I've done my drill, I'm getting it shallower, swinging more to the right. That's the feeling for me, making sure my posture is good. And it's a very simple drill today.
Yes.
Sometimes, you know, you're keeping things really easy, just thinking that we're swinging to the right can make all the difference.
Very nice. And even when you hit that shot there, because you've been doing some shallow swings, we can see you're taking less of a divot than you normally would do, and you'd be pretty happy with that.
That was a beautiful
Not as good as
draw,
Shaman
that
was,
was.
by the way. He's going to do better than you.
So if you are struggling with the over the top, some very key, simple information there for you to use next time you're on the driving range, but make sure you keep it simple, guys.
Yeah, definitely. Now, Andy, if they're not coming over the top anymore, surely they want to know how to play a draw, don't they? So, guys, all you've got to do is go to meandmygolf.com. The Me and My Golf Weekly is talking about one key move to help you draw the golf ball. So all you need to do is click the link in the corner, go to the website, sign up for free, take advantage of the free trial, and we'll see you there.